Rouge de Farge taking him along in the Peter Marsh in the earlier stages from Mount Parson, Yahoo on the inner, Nick the Brief on the outer, and behind them Dixon House, and quite close to the lead in the early stages, closer than he usually is at this point, is Bishop's Yarn, Rouge de Farge from Mount Parson. Quite a long run to the first of the 18 fences. Rouge de Farge, Mount Parson, and Nick the Brief a clear third now. Dixon House and Yahoo next, and then Bishop's Yarn. All safely over the first, though Yahoo just nodded a little bit over it. Rouge de Farge, Mount Parson, and Nick the Brief at the second. Jumping fast here. Mount Parson right up with the lead now. Nick the Brief and Rouge de Farge as they jump the third. As they race to the next, Mount Parson, the chestnut towards the right, Rouge de Farge. Towards the left is Nick the Brief, and Dixon House, Bishop's Yarn, and Yahoo. Coming to the first of the ditches, Mount Parson, Rouge de Farge, Nick the Brief, and then Bishop's Yarn in fourth, 5 Yahoo, Dixon House just out of picture at the moment. Rouge de Farge on the inside of Mount Parson, then Nick the Brief, Bishop's Yarn, and Yahoo. Now turning into the home stretch, Mount Parson on the near side. Dixon House has gone. There he is. And Mount Parson on the left of the picture. Over on the far side is Rouge de Farge, then Nick the Brief, last year's winner Bishop's Yarn, and Yahoo. Rouge de Farge from Mount Parson, Nick the Brief. Once again, Yahoo not absolutely foot perfect at that one. Rouge de Farge to the right, Mount Parson to the left, Nick the Brief, the light colors, Bishop's Yarn over on the far side, and Yahoo. Coming down to another ditch now, number 9, Rouge de Farge on the far side, Mount Parson on the near side. Over this ditch, Nick the Brief third, 4 is Bishop's Yarn, and 5 Yahoo as they come to the water. For the only time, of course, Rouge de Farge on the far side of Mount Parson. Jump it together, Nick the Brief third, 4 Bishop's Yarn, and 5 Yahoo. So they set out over on the far side now with Peter Scudamore on Rouge de Farge and Graham Bradley on Mount Parson. Pretty well stride for stride here from Nick the Brief, Martin Lynch. A little gap then to Yahoo and Bishop's Yarn. Rouge de Farge as they come to number 11 of the 18 fences from Mount Parson and Nick the Brief. Fast jump by Nick the Brief there, who outjumps Mount Parson, goes up almost to join Rouge de Farge. Bishop's Yarn improving on the inside. This is the 12th. Nick the Brief lands in the lead there from Rouge de Farge, who doesn't jump that well. Bishop's Yarn is getting closer. Yahoo 2. Mount Parson's dropped back to last of the 5 who are left in it as they come to the next. Nick the Brief going to land in the lead. Nick the Brief lands in the lead from Rouge de Farge and Bishop's Yarn, then Yahoo, and then Mount Parson. 5 from home. Nick the Brief traveling strongly towards the right of the picture. Rouge de Farge jumps it second. Yahoo and Bishop's Yarn next, and then Mount Parson. Now this is the final ditch. 4 from home. Nick the Brief from Bishop's Yarn and Rooster Farge, who's tiring, Yahoo, and very tired there, Mount Parson, some way behind the remaining quartet now as the leaders race towards the home turn. And there Nick the Brief, the renewedly challenging Rooster Farge. Then Bishop's Yarn, then Yahoo, and in this tiring ground, Martin Lynch with a 2-length advantage over Rooster Farge. Still travelling well is Bishop's Yarn, then Yahoo, then Mount Parson, as they turn into the home straight now with 3 fences left to jump in the Peter Marsh. Nick the Brief is the leader. Nick the Brief jumps the third last ahead of Rooster Farge. Bishop's Yarn still getting closer all the time. Yahoo towards the left of the picture. Coming down now towards the second last. Bishop's Yarn, last year's winner, travelling very sweetly now. Rooster Farge over on the far side. Towards the far left, Yahoo. Nick the Brief still in contention over this one. Nick the Brief and Bishop's Yarn racing now to the final fence. Nick the Brief under pressure. Bishop's Yarn and Richard Guest travelling sweetly up sides, and Richard Guest looking poised to win this for the second year in succession. Bishop's Yarn comes to it, upsides Nick the Brief. And he nearly goes there, Bishop's Yarn, but he recovers brilliantly. Bishop's Yarn from Nick the Brief under pressure. Bishop's Yarn being shaken up and quickening now. Bishop's Yarn under pressure though from Nick the Brief in second as they race up towards the line. Bishop's Yarn on the far side, Nick the Brief on the near side. Nick the Brief is fighting back as they come to the line. Nick the Brief fighting back on the near side, on the far side. Bishop's Yarn, it's going to be close. Nick the Brief is just going to win it up the line. Nick the Brief has won it. Second was Bishop's Yarn, third Yahoo, fourth Rooster Farge, and 5 Mount Parson. And so the result: first, number 5, Nick the Brief, owned and trained by Mr. John Upson, trained by Martin Lynch, ridden by Martin Lynch. And second was number 3, Bishop's Yarn, owned by British Thoroughbred Racing and Breeding PLC, trained by Toby Balding and ridden by Richard Guest. And third was number 1, Yahoo, owned by Mr. Alan Parker, trained by John Edwards and ridden by Tom Morgan. Fourth was number 2, Rooster Farge. So what a well-earned triumph this. Really a reward for consistent endeavour. Second in 2 big races this year. The Roland Merrick at Wetherby, and of course the Peter Caslett at and Anthony Malmay at Sandown. And now the winner of the Peter Marsh, as we can review with Richard.
Yes, they were definitely tiring as they came to this, but Bishop's Yarn, the blue colours, had come through on the bridle here. But I do think that when he nods on landing over the last, it might have made the difference. Nick the Brief goes in short, but look there, you see how Bishop's Yarn just nods as he landed, and then he all of a sudden goes from running away to having to work. Richard Guest knows this horse inside out. He's amazingly cool for a lad who doesn't get all that many rides, and he produced the horse just right. Martin Lynch had been under pressure on Nick the Brief some way out, but one thing this horse does is stay on, and he stayed on right to the line. In the end, he starts to run on again as Bishop's Yarn weakens. Not a lot of difference in them in the weights here. £5